Hey everyone, happy Tuesday to you. Sorry it took me an extra day this week to start the new week, new blog series. Thank you for hanging in. Thank you for being patient. I truly appreciate it. Wanted to tell you a little story today about an experience that I had last week at AFLV. Again, that's the Association of Fraternal Leadership and Values. The conference was in Indianapolis, and I was fortunate enough to give a couple of talks during the day. Um, I had a truly great experience. Got to connect with a lot of old friends, make a lot of new ones, and really be impressed and inspired by more than 3,000 students there from across the country, really representing fraternity and sorority life in an incredibly positive way. So it was a tremendous experience, and wanted to share with you this story. On Friday of the week, when I checked in with you last, I was giving two talks later that day, and I was excited about it because it had been a little bit since I had been to AFLV, and I was really hoping to, reintroduce myself to the Greek community. So there was becoming a little bit of pressure on me, and I wasn't exactly feeling the best last week. I was a little under the weather, as I shared with you, and I was starting to have some doubt creep in terms of whether or not I was going to be able to give good programs that day. Coupled with that was that I was surrounded by really some of the best and elite speakers in our field. And I think, whenever you're in the room with your peers like that, you start kind of noticing your own shortcomings and ways that you can improve. And I was having one of those moments. So I was having lunch in the ballroom there, 3,200 people probably in the ballroom at the time, and having some of those moments of doubt and nervousness creep in. And that's really not typical for me. People have asked me before whether or not I get nervous speaking, and the truth is I don't. The only thing I ever get nervous about is in terms of the preparation and making sure that I have enough time to really make each talk personal to the audience. But in terms of actually being on stage, it's not something I ever have any caution or fear about or anything like that. So, but for some reason last week I was having one of those moments, and I was just a little nervous. And from across the room, one of my really good friends, Alex Dudek, came and stopped by the table to say hi, and he asked me about my talks later in that day, and I admitted to him that I was feeling just a little bit nervous. And it's something that I'm trying to work on a personal level, and that is allowing myself to be a little bit more vulnerable. So that was one of those moments where I did it, and I just said, I'm just a little nervous. And he looked at me and he said, "You belong here." And uh, you know, I it was one of those things that in the moment, being vulnerable, feeling nervous, big stage, all that other kind of stuff, it was just exactly the thing that I needed to hear in that moment. And I think that we don't do that often enough. I think that we assume that the people who appear to have everything together never need the pep talk and never need the sort of extra kind word or pat on the back. And I know that I give off that impression sometimes, but of course we all have our insecurities and our fears in ways that we can improve. And Alex, in that moment, that one sentence, that one phrase that he told me, "You belong here," was enough. It was enough to ease my mind, to ease my heart, the nervousness of the moment, and hopefully I was able to go on later that day and give some really great programs. I hope I did. Got some really great feedback already. So a challenge for you this week: take a moment, and the people that you interact with, your friends, the people who are closest to you, who sometimes we overlook because they appear to have it all together, offer them a kind word. And I do want to take a moment and just as a personal note, say thank you to Alex. And my friend, it was truly a kind thing that you did for me that day. And I wouldn't want to know how I would have felt had you not taken the time to offer me some true kindness. And I just appreciate it. So I hope you have someone like that in your life who offers you those kind words in the moments that you need it. And again, the challenge for this week is to just take the extra time, and the folks who seem like they have it all together, who seem like they never need the encouragement, just offer them a little bit. And I think it will go a long way. So I hope to talk to you later this week. We're going to have another chat either Thursday or Friday. Have a great week and do great things. Look forward to connecting with you. Thanks, everyone.